Hello and welcome to the Carl Blemming channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make a recipe called Tasty Tomato Wheat. It has wheat in the name because the main ingredient is wheat berries. Wheat berries are also known as whole grain wheat. Now I get my wheat berries from a health food store, but you can also find them in packages from companies such as Shiloh Farms. I like this recipe for 4 reasons. 1, it tastes good. It is simple to make. It's nutritious. And it is cheap. So that's enough talking. What do you say? Let's get cooking. Okay, so this is the main ingredient. These are soft white winter wheat berries. And when I've used a lot of this bag up already, but when it originally had maybe 4 or 5 cups of wheat berries in here when I first bought this, and this bag only cost me like $1.97, so they are relatively inexpensive. The recipe calls for 1 cup which is just about what I have in here. Now the first step of this recipe is you have to soak the wheat berries overnight in water. So I've got some water here. It doesn't matter how much water you use because you're going to drain it later. Just make sure it covers the wheat berries up. And I generally put this in the refrigerator just because I'm paranoid about germs, but you can probably just leave this on your counter overnight. And through the magic of YouTube, I actually have some that I've been soaking since yesterday. So let's take a look at those. And just to compare, this is what they look like dry, and this is what they look like after they've been soaking for a day. Now aside from the wheat berries, other ingredients you will need are a cup of chopped celery, 1 onion chopped up, 1 cup of tomato sauce, a 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes, let's see, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, some garlic powder, maybe like half a teaspoon, and I like to put in some Italian spices. Those are optional, it's up to you, but I'm going to use some oregano and basil. Okay, get out your saucepan, and I'm going to drain all the excess water off the wheat berries. Or most of it anyway. Put those in your pan. Okay, put in your diced tomato. And your tomato sauce. Okay, now we put it on medium heat. Medium to high, I guess, I don't know. For about an hour, and let that simmer. So you want to cook down those wheat berries and make them very moist and tender, and so they absorb that tomato. Okay, it's been cooking for about an hour. A lot of the moisture has boiled out of it. I'm thinking I might have to actually put a little bit of water in there. But the wheat berries have grown a little bit, absorbed a little bit of the tomato. Next up, I'll put in the chopped onion. Put in the chopped celery. Put in half teaspoon of garlic powder. Maybe a little more. I don't know. The quarter cup of soy sauce. Stir that up a bit. And Italian spices, just shaking some dried oregano, a little bit of basil, a little bit more basil. Alright, basil. Stir that up. I don't know, maybe a little pepper too. I like pepper. Now this cooking process of letting it sit for an hour, I just have a regular saucepan, but if you have a pressure cooker, that would probably work a lot faster. And I actually am going to put a little bit more moisture in there. Loosen it up. That's what it looks like. So I'll leave it on the simmering temperature, cover it, and leave it for another 15 to 30 minutes or so. Alright, I'm just going to stir it again here. I haven't said this yet, but I have been stirring it every 5 or 10 minutes as I've been letting it simmer. It's pretty much done, but I want to give it a little bit more time here. Maybe a little more pepper. Alright, well that's good. Yeah, most of the cooking of the wheat happens during the first hour. The rest of it, you just want it to cook it enough to get that those onions translucent, and the celery a little bit cooked and absorbing some of the tomato also. That's pretty much what it looks like. Oh, it's good. Let me tell you, it smells amazing. You guys have got to try this. So as far as serving this up, if you wanted to serve it as a side dish, you could pretty much, put your meat on a plate and serve it as a side dish right next to your meat. So you have your meat on a plate, and then you have your tasty tomato wheat, and that would be excellent. And if you wanted to serve it as a vegetarian main dish, one way to do it would be to put a bowl, say line your bowl with a piece of lettuce, and spoon it into the lettuce like this. I do have some cottage cheese, so let's try that. Put that there. Looks good. Maybe some parsley as a garnish. And there you go. Vegetarian meal, some tasty tomato wheat. Now the wheat berries have sort of a chewy texture and a nutty flavor. And that combined with the crunch from the celery and the sweetness from the onion, it is really delicious. So hey, try this yourself. Let me know what you think. And thanks for watching.